We've all been there trying to haggle over a price at a store and feeling like we were hitting a brick wall. Picture this: you're out shopping, and you spot this gorgeous piece of clothing. You have to have it. You go back and forth with the shopkeeper, bargaining like your life depends on it, but they just won't budge on the price. So, what do? Do you say, "Forget it," and walk away, hoping they'll chase you down with a better deal? Chances are, they'll just let you go. So what's the smarter play here? Well, there's this idea called sunk costs that might give you an edge. Let me break it down with a real-world example. Back in the 1960s, the British and French governments teamed up to build this crazy fast plane called the Concorde. It was a big deal, sleek, luxurious, and lightning quick. But it was also a total money pit. Designing just one engine cost billions. Early on, they realized the project was bleeding cash, and there was no guarantee it'd even make money. Stopping it, though, that'd mean all the money they'd already dumped into it would be gone for good. So they kept going, throwing in more and more cash. The Concorde eventually got built. But it had huge flaws: super expensive to run, loud as heck, and not really practical for the market. In the end, both governments lost a fortune. Here's the takeaway: sunk costs are the expenses you've already paid and can't get back. Think of it like this: you spend $10 on a movie ticket, but 20 minutes in, the movie's awful. That $10 is gone whether you stay or leave. Most people stick it out, thinking, "I paid for it, so I might as well get my money's worth." That's the sunk cost fallacy messing with your head, turning sunk costs into a bargaining hack. So, how can you flip this sunk cost thing to your advantage when you're shopping? Try this. Spend a lot of time in the store. Pick out a bunch of stuff. Try things on. Chat up the salesperson, make them invest their time and energy in you. Once they're convinced you're about to buy, then start haggling. If you act like you're ready to walk away, they might just cave and offer you a discount. Why? Because they've already sunk all that time into helping you, and they don't want it to go to waste. You're basically using their own sunk costs to score a better deal. Sneaky, right? Sunk costs in business and life. This trick doesn't just work for shopping, it's everywhere in business too. Ever notice how some companies ask for a small deposit when you show interest in something? Say it's a $1,000 product, and they only ask for $50 upfront. That $50 is a sunk cost for you. Later, if you start second-guessing the purchase, you might still go through with it just to not lose that $50. Smart move on their part. Here's another example, maybe not the most cheerful one: weddings. They're a massive production, booking the venue, sending invites, the whole deal. It's like setting up a giant sunk cost for the marriage. If things get rough down the road and divorce comes up, the idea of doing all that again might make couples think twice about calling it quits. From an economics angle, the wedding is a way to lock in the commitment by making the cost of leaving feel steeper. Wrapping it up, so let's break it down. 1. Sunk costs aren't good or bad, they just are. They're the money or effort you've already put in, no takebacks. 2. You can use sunk costs to win. By getting others to invest time or resources, you can nudge them into giving you what you want, like a discount or a deal. 3. But watch out. If you get too hung up on what you've already spent, it can cloud your judgment. Knowing this bias exists can help you make clearer, smarter choices. What do you think? Where else in everyday life or business do you see people playing on this sunk cost mindset? Maybe those free trials that auto-renew, or that gym membership you keep paying for but never use. Let's hear your take.